Ah, balls. That's the reason why. Ah, balls. It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm just on my lunch break. Got about 15 minutes. Nice burp. How's my dog just exploding? He does that. But I got about 2.5 hours left before the end of my shift and 15 minutes left for the end of my lunch. And I guess tonight I was going to put in a workout, but I think we got to get that garage ready for the Trans Am, get the Trans Am in there. Like, I don't expect it to stick around. It's probably going to be gone before the weekend. But you never know, because they weren't calling for snow today until it started snowing, and then they called for snow. Look at Oreo. Oh, he's such a tough guy. He's also a snowflake soon. Look at him. He looks like those little black caterpillars you find on the grass. So like I said, tonight after work, I was going to run out and do was going to come down here and do a workout, you know, do some lifting, spend some energy, grow some muscle, all that fun stuff. But we got priorities. That priority is get that Trans Am into the garage, which means we got to get the garage ready to take the Trans Am. Coming in the house? Come on. Such a weirdo. Maybe next year I'll be brave enough to do my own mechanical work, because paying for a mechanic wasn't possible this year. Not just financial, as it was finding one that would work on the car who wasn't so friggin' scared of the COVID and had some protocols in place to deal with the COVID. And then by the time things started opening up, financial issues arose. So yeah, fun times. Also my, I guess you could say my hobbies kind of shifted away from stuff and towards other stuff. Like fishing became a major fun thing this summer for me. So that's odd. And also riding bike was something that I really enjoyed doing this summer. So the car was basically put on a back burner because I had other things to do rather than rip around in a gas burning car. I'd rather burn my own gas in the form of calories. Tis a thing, people. Tis a thing. Anyway, I'll chime back in after work and go deal with that garage, get the car in there. Yep. Well, guys, we're finally done the shift for the day. Did I plug my headset in? I figured I'll do it after. Anyway. Still freaking snowing out, or now it's snaining. That's snow rain, or snow raining. Okay, so some people call it flurries. I call it snaining because it's just a stupid word that's funny. I think what I'm going to do is prep the garage tonight, but not move it in. Move it in! Move it in! No, I'm not going to move the Trans Am in tonight. We're going to do that probably tomorrow, because it won't be raining for the rest of the week, and it'll give the car a chance to dry off before I bring it in there. I really don't feel like making puddles on the floor just yet, but I have another project that I want to do, and I know I said this is the last lure I'm going to make, but there's one more thing I want to do before we can't access anything in the garage again. That's take a piss, and then I want to cut out a form for a swim bait. Basically on that lure building forum, oh, I should put my sweater on, it's freaking cold outside, but on that lure building forum, there's a soft plastic section that I got into today, and I was always interested in making the soft plastics because I buy so many of them. Well, I bought enough of the worms. I don't have a lot of the other kinds. Anyway, one of the guys on there showed us a way to use plaster of Paris, or Paris of plaster, or I think it's called plaster of Paris, to make a soft bait mold that you can then use to pour the plastisol into to make molds, or to recycle old, chewed up plastics into a new functioning bait. And I thought that was pretty badass. So, problem is you need a blank to pour around. I only have one blank available, and it's an actual bait. If I had more of them, I would just do that. But what I was thinking was, basically, we need to clear out this corner here. So, I might have to pull my ladder down. I'm gonna fire this container and that blue container up top. I don't think there's anything in the bottom one. This one here just has some shit that I'm gonna give to my niece probably next year. I want to take this out. This is my minnow net. We're gonna need that this year for ice fishing. I'll just stick it in the pocket of my Good Enough Good Stuff. Before I do anything, I think I'm gonna use this lighter material here, cut a chunk off, draw out the swim bait form, and go from there. So that's the basic shape that I'm going by, based off of this guy here. The top is going to remain flat. Well, I'll show you when we make the mold. This is going to be the first part of a series. I'm just doing everything today in this one video, preparing the garage, getting the car in here, all that fun stuff. Just this one last thing I want to do. I think I'm going to switch up the blade to something a little bit more rigid, not as finesse, because cutting through this material is not easy. I'm gonna go back to, yeah, it's a little bent, but that'll be fine. Oh yeah. Guys, what can I say? I'm addicted to this shit. I love woodworking, it's so much fun. I also love crapping my pants, apparently. Pretty bad that every time I see something on that site, I want to rush out here and try it. Winter's upon us, so soon it's going to be making a bunch of bookmarks for next year. Alright, let's see if this makes a difference. Oh, that hops. That hops a lot. Definitely cuts, it's just it's going to be a pain in the ass. I'll be able to shape the final product after. I wanted to do a precision cut around like that, but it's really hard with this blade, and the little blade is just not biting. It's gonna break. It keeps bending too much. I'm gonna try and take a little bit more off. That's about as close as I feel comfortable getting. Alright, I'm gonna shape the rest with the sander, and I'll show you the final product. The only part that's not going to get touched is I'm going to blast the top to make it flat, but that's it. I want this here as flat as possible on top. The edge is all rounded, looking like a swim bait. Alright guys, so I've got the shape going here. As you can see, the tops remain flat. Still got to do some more shaping. I did as much as I could on the saw, the belt sander. Now I got to do it by hand, so I'm using some 80 grit to get the final shape and all that fun stuff. And holy crap, is it dusty in here. I'm sneezing up a storm. Okay, Burb? Alright, so that's going to be the basic shape. And it'll have a thinner tail, so it should flippy flappy through the water. With a fatter head, hook will go through, boom, come out the bottom, loop around, come up through the back, and then rest. And when the fish bites, it'll squeeze it, pop the hook out, and snap it one right in the face. Current size of this swim bait is just under 4 inches. So it should be good for bagging things such as bass, maybe pike. I've seen sunfish tackle these too on YouTube videos, so stay tuned for the video. I'll show how to make the mold, and then maybe if we get some material, we can pour some just for fun. Sweet. Now let's get this garage cleaned up. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is get these garbage cans out of here. I only need one up here. So, just like last year, one of these is going to go into the pit. The other one, I'll put it outside when I actually take the Trans Am in here, which may be tonight now, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Alright, so, I might leave... move these camping chairs. We might use these camping chairs for ice fishing. It might be good enough to do what we want to do. So I'm going to leave these in the open. Fishing net can go down here. Oh, I don't like the fact that I can see my own breath. Alright, let's clean up this table. We'll put this away. Oh, so that's all right. Gotta sweep the floor, and I think we're golden. Yeah. Beginning of the day, tons of room down there, not so much now. You know, we got tons of room up here for activities. Just gotta get rid of these milk crates, put them somewhere. I had a plan for them, I just haven't executed that plan. That'll be a next year plan. Probably gonna just put them down here for now. As far as everything else goes, it's good where it is. It's borax. I remember I bought that last year. The objective was to sprinkle it on stuff to kill it, but I didn't really have to because of Bender. Go Bender. We still got Bender, don't worry. Bender's down there. It's just chilling. So, when we pull the Trans Am in, I don't know if it's still raining out or not. Probably is. I have to move my truck too so I can get a clean shot at the door without, because my truck is like perfectly in line with that panel right there right now. So usually what I do is I park the truck on the grass because who cares, and then pull it in, but probably do that tomorrow. So where the heck did I put my little swim bait guy? Great, I spent all that time building him, I already lost him. Found him. So we're gonna use this guy here to make a mold. I wanted to get 3 of them made, but one's good enough. We can do single pours. You don't need to do multiples. If I enjoy making soft plastics, I might buy some of the cheaper non-injected top pouring kind of soft bait makers. You can get a lot of them, swim bait, worms, whatever, like Senkos as people call them, even though Senko is the name of the Yamatsu one, Yamato, whatever. Senko is a trademark name. So anyway, when we do bring the Trans Am in, all we gotta do is move that stool. I'll do exactly what I did last year. I put that stool right here, pulled the Trans Am in to the point where I heard the stool move. Once I heard it move, I stopped it, put it in park, called it. We'll just put that outside for the time being, and we should have no problems. Because I remember last year, like, there's the marks. This is how much space is going to be on either side of the Trans Am. You can see the paint outline from the freaking car where it's at. So we're going to have plenty of room in here to walk around, and if we do need to get down over here to get into the abyss to grab like a chair, a shovel, I should do that too, is grab my scraper, my 2 scrapers, and get them out. But I can do that tomorrow before I pull the car in. Just get them at the ready so that when we do get snow, I'm not too surprised and I'm able to deal with it. But that's all the snow we're getting now today. We're not supposed to see any more until either Halloween night or Sunday. So we should be okay for bringing the Trans Am in tomorrow. Like I said, I would do it tonight, but pretty sure the freaking battery's flat. I got a booster. Haven't driven it all summer because of the mechanical problems, mainly with the steering. Pretty sure it's ball joints or tie rods, one of those two. Probably not too expensive to fix, but like I said, this summer, it's like the spring I was looking into somebody to fix it. All the shops weren't COVID ready. I couldn't get a hold of anybody who would actually do it. And then I got into fishing and I lost interest in the car. Got into biking, lost interest in the car. Car just kind of sat there all summer doing nothing. So maybe next summer we can get her done, get her back on the road. Not like it's not on the road right now. I'm still paying for the stickers on it and I'm still paying for the insurance. I just never drove it. Luckily the insurance is only $160 for the year. And the sticker, well, the sticker's more than the friggin' insurance. I think the sticker's, well no, the sticker's about $120 and the insurance is $160. So for the year of owning the car, it cost me a whopping $280 to drive the shit out of it, as long as I have another vehicle insured. Not too friggin' bad, I do say so myself, but anyway guys, there we go. Made a little swim bait mold that I've lost yet again. Nope, put them in my pocket, we're good. That'll be for another video, for another day, for another time. And we got the garage ready to take Dirty Bird. Minus one modification. Move this damn shovel. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm gonna call it. So anyway people, on that note, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I know it wasn't much. It was just a little wood project to make a swim bait mold, a blank if you will, so that we can build a template to make soft pouring plastic. And the garage is ready to take the Trans Am. So what are we going to do this winter to be somewhat entertaining? Build a snow fort? I'm going to do a little bit of ice fishing, but that won't make for much content. Guys, this video every other day might come to a bitter end. It might be a video whenever the hell I can until the weather picks up and I can actually come outside and do more fun things. Because when it gets cold, I'm like a freaking bear, let me tell you. All I want to do is eat and sleep. This winter might just be a winter of me lifting lots of weight and trying to get physically fit and ready for next summer, for the summer of biking, because we've already decided that we're going to do the challenge in August again. The Great Cycle Challenge to support the Sick Kids Hospital. That's going to happen again for August. And fishing is going to be off the charts next year, boys. Let me tell you a little something about that. Because now that I know how to, now that I've leveled up, if you would say, I started off in the beginning not being able to bait my hook, not being able to touch the fish. It was pretty gross, to using gloves to touch the fish, to now the point where I just grab them with my bare hands and I handle pretty much all the bait. I'm good with worms, I'm good with minnows. I'm not a fan of leeches due to a childhood experience where I dove into the water at my aunt's cottage on Lake Nosbonsing and came out covered in the damn things and had to basically take a salt bath to get them off me because they just wouldn't let go. Yeah, that was kind of like, no thanks, don't really like leeches that much, but I'm okay with worms and I'm okay with minnows. Good enough, good stuff, that's what I'll use. And on top of that, I got all my fake bait to try out too. So next year is going to be off the hook. Plus we got camping next year. I can't wait, man. Like, winter sucks. I know people love the ice fishing. They say winter ice fishing is the bomb. But I can't wait for next year to do some camping and do some other fun things. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Like, stay tuned. Hold out for the winter. Stay strong, live on, right? Oh man, just gotta push on. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know that like button is. Just give it a little slap and it'll do its thing. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, remember, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.